Hello everybody, welcome along. It's Saturday again. They come around really quickly, don't they, Saturdays? But I have been busy this week, and I've been sharing videos as well, so you have evidence that I've been busy. Well, the first thing I want to do today is to introduce you to our new team member. Here she is, Peggy. Yay! She's fabulous. I love her. Mr. F found her languishing in a charity shop, and of course he brought her home to me because she deserves a nice home. So there she is. That's Peggy. I don't know if I'll ever use her really, but she has got quite a grip on her actually. She's quite a strong girl, but I'll pop her there, and I really like her. Right. What I was going to say before I got onto the nature journal was that during the week I have been cracking on with this Edith Holden, I don't know, mini album more than anything, I think it is. And this page may not have come to you yet, I'm not sure, but it's on Instagram, so it's available to see, and that's it. It's a really easy page, but isn't it gorgeous? It's just so pretty. I love Edith's poppies. Beautiful. And the page 8, the back of that, is the only one now that we're waiting for, so I shall get that done early next week. This is page 1, and it's the only one that's got any sort of decoration on it at all. I've left the others to wait till I've finished to see what goes with what sort of thing. But you open that up and you open that up, and it's got journaling or photo places there. You could put a big photo there. Why would you want to cover Edith up? And journaling here if you wanted. So they all go together. And then on the back of that is page 2, which is 2 big double pockets, which will be decorated quite definitely, but not yet. Then this page, which opens like that, so you've got plenty of room for photographs, journaling, whatever. And then it opens up again, so you've got 4 flippity flaps on this one, and that beautiful iris image, it really is gorgeous. And they just fold down, maybe the other way, I can't remember, and then flap in like that, and they're held with a magnet, so they're quite secure. Now on the back of that, I've got a great big tummy tuck, which once again will be decorated, just hasn't been yet. Then this page, look at the beautiful dog roses, I adore them. And you open it up, and it's got space here, and it's got a big pocket down here that you could tuck lots of things into. I'm probably, well, I was going to say I'm probably not going to put anything in it, but I might, so we'll see how that goes. It goes the other way, like that. And then on the back of here, and this is why I'm showing you these pages really, it's kind of what we're going to do today. Not all these flippity flap bits, but we'll get to them. So on this first flip there is the robin, beautiful, and then the tip family, I love them. So that's on the middle flap, and the back of each flap's got stamps on and the like. And then this, and I'm so pleased to have used this because he so often gets overlooked because he's quite large and he's difficult to place in a junk journal, to be honest, but he fits on there just fabulously. I love it. And then this bottom page, I'm sorry for those of you that have already seen me do this with the Edith, but I'm going to do something a bit similar with the nature journal today. So it's not going to be Edith obviously, but it's going to be, see, it's acetate. So that's what we will be up to today. So let's pop those somewhere safe. They're coming along nicely. So here we are with the nature journal again, and today's entry is going to be my last entry into my nature journal. Tomorrow I'll sew it in and do any decoration that needs doing, tags, etc. But this will be the kind of last page that I'm going to do. because we've got quite a lot in, and it's starting to get, you know, a little bit chunky. So I've got enough in there for my, that's the page we did last Sunday. I like that actually, it's nice. So where's my owls? There they are. So this is the page I'm going to work on, so I'll just take that out. It's on the back of the waterfall page. You know, it's the other side of the waterfall page. So let's pop that up there, out of the way, and I'll work on this side, I think. I don't know what that is. Right, so let's have a look then what we've got. I've still got loads and loads of my kit left, and I suspect you have too. I mean, if you want to go on and make a second signature, I'm sure you've got plenty of stuff. Really, I am. There's my Edith postcard, which I laid out earlier because I want that for today. Here's all my fussy cuts. I'll lay them out. Yeah, this book page, it's so pretty. And I just wondered for the frame if I could use some of that. I'll lay that out in case that's what I decide to do. That's the bit that was left from last week's. That is a really nice print. Loads and loads of stuff left. There's enough to make certainly more than one signature. I'm just seeing what there is. What's available? Page after page after page. Oh, that's a nice page, isn't it? That one, I'll lay that out. I might want to use that. Okay, then all the laces and ribbons, envelopes which I haven't used, doily which isn't in the journal. There's loads of stuff. So let's just set that to one side while we try and work out what to do with this. So I think what I'm going to do is select a die cut, or a fussy cut I should say. They're not actually die cuts, I cut them out myself. And the two largest ones are the the fox and the red squirrel. What else have I got? I've got a couple of blue tits. I've got a hedgehog, but he's not really that big. Got some berries. No, probably not. And then a load of labels. Loads of labels. So let's think about this. The fox is fairly prominent because he's on the front of the journal. Isn't he? Am I right? Where is the journal? Where did I put it? Oh, here. Squirrel's on the front of the journal, and the fox is on the front of the actual pages. So both of both of them have been fairly well used, but not one more than the other really. So I have a choice. So I could have the fox in the middle. Is there room for these little ones? Not really. Go back for another day. So I could have him, or I could have him. I kind of like the squirrel, I think. It gives us more room to come in with the frame as well. So yeah, let's go with the squirrel. I'll put the lid on these because you know what will happen if I don't. So for the background of him, do we actually want a background, or do we want to just stamp a background? I'm thinking this would make a nice background. But it doesn't show off so well, does he? I'm trying to look on the monitor to see what he looks like. I don't think he shows off that awfully well. I think this might be nice to make the frame out of, actually. So, right, okay, fair enough. That's that. Let's put everything together. So, what I'm going to do then is use my my text stamp and just randomly stamp, and then pop him in the middle. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do actually. So it's not the world's most difficult page. Not like last Sunday. I don't think that was difficult, but you sort of had to measure things. So I'm just going to ink this up relatively randomly. I don't sort of want square edges and stuff. I think that's probably fine. It's losing its stamping power now, which is quite nice. I'm getting like ghosty sort of prints. Okay, that's great. Yeah, happy with that. Let me just wipe that off because that's archival ink on there. I do like archival ink. I've gone over onto there. I'm going to have to put something on there now, but never mind. Worry about that at a later date. Yeah, he looks fine there now, doesn't he? That's, yeah, looks fine. Right, where's my little dauber? Here. And vintage photo. And I'm just going to go around him a bit because he looks quite white on the edges. I'm not trying to make him look distressed or anything. I was trying to get rid of that white that's on where I've cut him out.
Would you like a roll call?
Let's have a roll call.
Special welcome to Journey Stoneman, who's joining us for the first time.
Well, very welcome. Nice to have your company. I hope you join us again.
We have Terry.
Hiya, Terry.
Deborah.
Hello, Deborah.
Keung.
Hello, lovely Keung.
Ros.
Hiya, Ros.
Bernice.
Hello, Bernice.
Carrie.
Hello, Carrie.
Janya.
Hello, Chanya.
Vicky.
Hiya, Vicky.
Jen.
Hello, Jen.
Mike.
Hiya, Mike.
Lorna.
Hello, Lorna. Blimey, you're up and about early.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Zanet.
Hiya, Zanet.
Pat.
Hello,
I
Pat.
think that's it, unless I've missed you. Oh, Jones just said hello.
Oh, Joan. I think she said she hadn't been feeling very well, so I hope you're feeling a wee bit better now, Joan. Nice to have you with us. Right, so he's going to get...
Michelle.
I nearly didn't make it, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Do you ship to the US? May I ask how much they are?
She was asking about the kit. Is the kit still available? I said we'd sold the last one, but we did have a couple more if anybody was desirous.
Yeah. I can only give you the price in pounds. I can't remember what it is in dollars. They're £30 in for the kit, and the shipping, I believe, was
£12.65. Was it?
£12.65. So in total, it's 46.65, something like that, UK sterling. What I must point out to you though is it doesn't come with the Stamperia papers. They are something that you would have to buy to supplement your kit. So yeah, there is a video, isn't there, on my channel of what's in the kit, and I would suggest either go into my Etsy shop. Oh, they're probably not marked anymore, are they, because they're sold out? Yeah, go to my YouTube channel. Mr. F's having a look now to see if he can find the link to that video that tells you everything that's included in it, because there's quite a lot.
Nature Journal #1, I think.
Yeah, Nature Journal #1 is its title on YouTube. Right, let's stick this little fella down before we go on to anything else. There will be a new kit coming out, well, kind of soon. You know how organised we are, so, you know, it's on the horizon. It's on the horizon. But in the far horizon. Right, so let's get you stuck down, laddie.
Mike said he just missed roll call. He was there, so he must have disappeared to make a coffee or something.
Yeah. Your name was said, Michael. You were called out. And somebody answered that you were present. They didn't, I just made that up. Well, hello, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Gonnie's joined us.
Hi, Gonnie. Thanks for joining. So we'll just glue this fella down here.
Well, Mike says no, sorry. Gonnie that missed the roll call.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put a piece of acetate over him. And it's not for any specific reason. It's not because I'm going to make a slidey pocket or anything like that. I'm just making a feature out of it, that's all. So you don't have to add the acetate if you don't want to. Bobby's seen something outside that he really must go and investigate, which is why he's barking. So I'm just bringing that in a little bit from all the edges, because there's going to be a frame around it. And I don't want this to be sticking out beyond the frame because it looks awful when it does that. And I'm just going to use a fine liner because you can't mark on acetate with a pencil, it just doesn't work. So that's where I want to cut that. So I haven't got round to contacting Fiskars yet. I have their phone number and it's a ordinary UK number. It's not a, one of those high priced premium lines or whatever they're called. I meant to do it after the video the other day and then I forgot, so I'll do it on Monday.
And she received a kit and she's going to use the bird watcher papers
to
go with it.
Yes.
Good choice.
Those bird watcher papers are fabulous. I love them. I really, really, really love them. I think I've pretty much finished my Birdwatcher album now. Birdwatcher in a box album. And I've also finished, there's another album up there. Oh yeah, Baby Girl. So at some stage I will put those on my Etsy shop. Right, let's have a look then. So this is going to go over there, like that. So it's in a little way from the edge everywhere. So I'm going to stick that down. Now what I'm going to use is E6000 because I know it sticks acetate. Acetate can be a right funny thing to stick down. E6000 is a handy thing to have at any rate because it's good for... What?
Why are we sticking the acetate down? What are we making?
A frame around it. You weren't watching, were you, when I showed?
No.
I'm going to have to check now. He's doubted me, so now I'm doubting myself.
No, I just didn't know why you... I thought we were making a sort of acetate windowy thing.
No, it's just, as I explained, it's just for decoration.
Ah, in that case, carry on as you were.
This is what we're doing.
I promise to pay more attention
This
in future.
page here. So it's just a beautiful picture with acetate over it, a frame around it, and a pocket at the bottom.
Fair enough.
Put me right off my stock now. So yeah, I'm going to stick that down. As I was just going to say to you, I use E6000. It doesn't matter about the mark on the acetate there because it'll be covered over with the frame. We just want to make sure it's stuck down. E6000 is a fairly useful thing to have around. It's great for sticking gems down, or those chipboard pieces that you get to supplement paper packs, etc. It's just a useful thing. It doesn't dry instantly, that's one thing about it, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But it does give you a fair amount of fiddle factor, which I always like, because sometimes you don't get things exactly where you want them, do you? Let's just pop this down.
Ki-Young says she loves the acetate over the page. It's so fancy.
So fancy. Yeah, so that's it there. I'm just going to put the lid on my glue before it seeps out all over my desk and I end up stuck to it. I'll just get my Timmy towel and I'm just going to press around. It doesn't matter, as I say, if it dries white, if it dry, it doesn't matter because there's a frame going over here. All we want to achieve here is to get that stuck down. There we are. So yeah, it does look quite fancy, doesn't it? It looks nice. And it is just decoration. Despite Mr. F having a heart attack, it's literally decoration. Right, so now we need to work out what we're going to use for the frame. So I've got two choices in my head. One is that I use this, kind of like that. But I think that's a bit bright. You know what I mean? That was the choice I was going to go with before I started. But I think it's a bit bright. You will have a page very similar to this in your book, so in your kit. So the choice is yours. Right, I think I'm going to use this. I think it's going to look better, like in a sort of hidey hole, if I use this page. And on the back, oh no, one of my favourites. Not much I can do about that, is there? Right, so what I'm going to do is trim off this sort of fake edge, because I don't like it. So I'm going to tear a piece down there, tear a piece down there, then I want a piece for the top. Let's worry about that later. Let's just... Right, I'm going to tear a piece that is... I'm going to trim a piece that is... See what that measures. Yeah, that's 3 inches. 3 inches. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but if I don't, I forget. Right, so far so good. So what I'm now going to do is tear this in half by hand. I know I have a decoupage doodah and it's all very fancy, but it's a bit too good. I want a really rough edge, so I'm just going to kind of guess where half is and tear down. Probably better off that way actually. I'm pretty rubbish at this. That's why I bought a decoupage trimmer. But we'll see. Should be okay. Should be alright on the night, as they say. I hope you're all having a nice day today. I know for some of you the day isn't very old yet. But we've had a lovely day today. Just a really relaxing day. No videoing, no nothing. Mr. F's watched one half of a rugby match, which is nice. On the telly, I mean. He hasn't gone anywhere because obviously there's no crowds allowed anywhere. So yeah, that's going to go there. That is the right way up because there's a bird. And that's going to go there. Oh, that's hemming him in a bit, isn't it? He's a bit scrunched there. So I'm going to have to trim some more off. Bad planning.
No room for his nuts.
It's a she, it's a lady. It's a lady squirrel. So I'm going to trim 1/2 inch off. See where that gets us to. 1/2 inch shorter, I bet. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. That's what I like. I like that. So I'll trim 1/2 inch off the other side as well. treat. Lovely. I'm not going to throw those away. No way am I throwing those away, because I just think they might be useful for something further down the line. Right, so that's going to go there. Ooh, I hope this one's narrower. Yeah, lovely. That's going to go there. And this, hopefully, is going to go there. So it's a bit wider, this one, isn't it? Yeah, let's just mark where these want to go, and then I might just give this one a bit of a haircut. I'm just going to cut it a bit short, because there's something going here and there's something going over the top. So I'm going to trust myself with some scissors. Yikes! Oh my goodness, Bobby, excuse you. I was just thinking, if I did that, would I have enough? No. Yeah, let me cut this. So I'm putting a pocket at the bottom to about there. And this can come in a little bit, because there's going to be a frame. Ooh. I was playing with this before, now pushed out too much lead. Oh dear. I knew I'd done it, but what can you do then? Right, let's cut that there then. Let's see, is that long enough? Oh, it's so nearly, but no. I hear what it's saying, but no. So I just need to trim off just a wee little bit off here, because it's a bit thicker than the other side. I don't know if that's possible with this trimmer, but I'll give it a go. I can't hold it. No, I can't hold it and shut the thing. It's like a baptism of fire, these trimmers. This is the same problem. You can't get your blinking hands in there. Anyway, let's try, eh? Every time I do this when I'm filming, I can't see because the light's on the silver bit on the edge. Well, it's taken a little bit off, part of it. Come on, out you come, let's have a look at you. I think that'll be alright. No, I think it'll be alright. Stop messing. Right, so I'm going to get the vintage photo ink out, and I'm just going to colour these edges of the frame. And I'm doing both sides because one side's got that white paper on it. And I can't just do it to one side, so I'm doing it to both. Okay, so that'll go there. Yeah.
Shaz has joined us.
Hiya, Shaz. Nice to see you. So yeah, that's just coloured that in nicely. I quite like it actually. And just ink down this side for the sake of completeness. Right, okay. Let's get these stuck on then. And I was just talking the other day in one of the videos I was making about every time I ink something, I come back just to check it's the right size. What if it was right before I inked it? What do I possibly think has happened to it during the inking process? I need to get over doing that.
It's because this ink can shrink.
Inking, yeah. It could shrinky dink ink, inky dink shrink. It could. So I'm going to use Collall. I used Collall on the Edith one, and it's stuck. Well, to this day it's stuck fine, and that's a couple of days ago now. I've checked it, and it's looking good, and it's quite warm in here, so it's a good test for it. It's always worth doing that, guys. If you're trying a new glue or something, do something with it and leave it alone somewhere warm, airing cupboard, mantelpiece, somewhere, and just check that the glue isn't coming apart. So I want to just move that in from the crease line, because that's where we'll be sewing the journal in. And
Jen says, what's the weather today?
the weather today, Jen, how remiss of me. It's
Overcast.
yeah, overcast, yes, that's true. And just nothing. It's just grey, dull, boring. The temperature is 11 degrees C, so it's not really cold, neither is it warm. Mr. F has a cut-off of 14 degrees C. If it's 14 degrees C or warmer, he doesn't need his coat on, apparently. So he tells me. So, yeah, it's definitely coat weather. So that's stuck down the edge of that page, like that. And as I say, I don't appear to have had any issues with the collall sticking the paper to the acetate. It looks okay. Right, so let me just try this again. I know it hasn't grown. Oh, it's so close. But no cigar. Right. So in an ideal world, I need to do it that way. Oh well. Does that fit in there? Just. Wow. That's quite tight. So I'm going to cut that strange border off. So I don't like it much. Okay. And then I'm going to cut a piece that's 1.5 inches. How do you do this again? It'll be good fun when I get used to everything, won't it? 1.5 inches, and then I need to tear a bit off it. Do you reckon I can do that? No, I need it off this side anyway. I'm going to do it with my other trimmer because I can't. This is just marginally too wide. Yeah, dizzy watching me. That's 1.5 inches there. I'm going to cut it 1.75 inches just to make my job easier, tearing it, because tearing right on the edge is a bit awkward. Excuse me. Right, let's just mark this. So that needs to come right to there and right to there.
Hiya, Fancy Nancy!
Hiya, Fancy Nancy! Thanks for joining. I hear what you were saying the other day about all the posts on the Mariposa thing looking the same. Completely agree. Completely agree. It's just when it comes time to sort of put the stream up, Mr. F always says to me, "Have you got a picture for me?" And I say no, because I'm sitting on the settee and I can't be bothered to move. So he just keeps sticking the same one up. So it's not his fault, it's my fault. And I quite agree, it's just terribly confusing.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen. Right, so that's fine. That's good. That's got to go that way because the trees, the branches don't come down, do they? Unless it's a monkey puzzle, of course. Right, okay, so let's just tear this along here. I just like the torn edge, that's all. No other reason. Yeah. It's high enough. Yeah, like that. So let's just ink around there.
Nancy says her husband is now calling her Fancy Nancy.
Well done, Will. How are you doing today, Will, anyway? She running you ragged? sit down, chill for a bit while she's watching this. No sign of Jean, I don't suppose.
She may be watching, but she's not commenting, or she may be
Yeah.
very tired and very busy.
Well, yeah. I know we're all thinking of Jean. We absolutely are, Jean. We really are. I've done it again. I've inked it and tried it for size.
Lorna says, can she get an extra eye because she was early but not smart enough and missed her eye?
I said, I think, hi Lorna, you're up very early.
Up but not awake.
Yeah. So hi Lorna, hope you're doing all right. Lorna apparently hates sewing signatures into journals. And she says she'd pay somebody to do it, so I booked a ticket. I haven't, but if I could, I would. So that just goes flush with the top of the page. I'm just going to turn that round so I can make sure that it is flush. There we go. So we've built him a little forest frame, which I actually quite like. I think that looks okay. So now what I'm going to do is put a pocket on the front, and I'm going to make it out of the forest paper, and then he'll be really in the forest, won't he? I could make it with something else, but I think it wouldn't look right. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm going to measure it there on the edge of the page and there. Just put a mark. And that's where I want to score. Oh, it'd be a help if I measured how long I wanted it as well. How long do I want it? About there? Do you think? Do I need to fold over on the bottom, make a gusset on the bottom? The only thing I want to put in it is my Edith Holden postcard. So no, I don't think I need a gusset on the bottom.
Lorna says she'll pay for your ticket.
Whoa, Lorna, I'm at the airport.
She's on Journal 5 and had to re-sew 2 journals over.
Oh, what are you playing at, girl? I don't mind. I used to, when we first started, oh my life, I used to hate sewing them in. But now, it doesn't bother me really. And it's always, you know, that's the end of that journal, so it's quite exciting because it usually means that you're starting something new, which I like. We all like, don't we, starting something new? So that's the height of the pocket. And then I'm just gonna put the marks that I made at 1/2 inch. I can't even see where that mark is. I'm just going to cut off 1/2 inch beyond where that mark was that I made, and then I'm going to score it. Whoa!
Linda says hi.
Hello Linda, thanks for joining. So this score, the mark that I made, which is the end of the piece of paper, the end of the page, is not 1/2 inch from there. So what you need to do is just line it up with any mark across the top and score it there. And that will enable you to bend that over, crease that over. You see that's not quite 1/2 inch. It's fine, but it's not quite 1/2 inch. And on this one, if I can see the mark, I'm going to do the same thing. Just line it up with any old random mark along the top of your scoreboard. Score down where your pencil mark was. Crease it in. Let's just measure that before I really go to town on creasing it in. think that's all right. Could have maybe done with being an 1/8 further over.
So you tearing the top edge or not?
No, I'm not tearing the top edge. I just want to make that an 1/8 of an inch further over. Let's see where my line is. Because it's just a little bit, tiny little bit short. And it would only annoy me forever and a day, so just fold that new one in. That's why I didn't want to burnish it down too much until I checked that it was right. So that goes there. Yeah, that's fine. Pleased with that. That's grand. Right, no, I'm not going to tear it because I want this to sort of look a little bit different because it is the pocket. Although I could tear it. Now you've put that thought in my mind. But I didn't with the Edith one and I quite liked it. So, no, I'm going to leave it, I think. Leave it untoned.
Wise choice.
Thank you. So yeah, that's going to go there. I am, however, going to ink round it because I've inked round the rest and it would just look odd. The choice is yours, of course, when it comes to tearing. You can tear the top of this pocket, no problem. Just do what makes you happy. Oh, nearly. If I'd done that there, I would have stuck it in upside down. I've got the tree problem again with branches growing downwards. So tell me, are any of you watching the Edith? This is something, honestly, that you should not do. You should not ink over clean bits of paper because bits come off your dauber and then you wipe them and then you end up with bits of ink like that, and that's not good. Have I been round everywhere? Yeah. So when you're doing your inking, just take it off, away from your page. So let's glue that in situ with my collar. And what I haven't done that I normally like to do is just cut off that little triangle at the top. It's got glue on it now, so it's horrible. But it just looks better. Spread that glue out a bit. Right, so which is the top? This is the top. So get that right on the edge. Oh, I haven't put any... I seem to be having a habit lately of not gluing the bottom of things. Things are just going to fall out. I mean, get real. Right, let's try this again then. Glue that on the side. Level at the bottom. Tuck that in and over, and there we have it. Lovely. There we go. So he's pretty much finished. I might want to put some lace, some ribbon, a label, something on there. That's how he looks, and he's going to have this Edith postcard in him. Just a bit of a shame, really, isn't it? It's a bit of a shame, but what a nice reveal. Oh, lovely. I mean, you can't say that Edith is, you know, Edith's always nice to look at. So, yeah, that's the situation as it stands. So, right, let's have a look then at laces and ribbons and stuff. This is on my desk, so let's just have a look at it. This is a nice fine one. I like it. I don't know what all that collection of lace is doing over there. No idea. So I could stick that on there. I quite like that. It's quite nice. And I could... Where did I put my fussy cut box? Let's have a look and see what fussy cuts we've got. Well, I've got these tits that I'm always trying to get rid of. get rid of, absolutely. I love them, but I'm going to have to bring that down, I think, if I want him on there. Don't know, not sure what happens when that's in place. Yeah, it looks alright, but they're on this side, so I'd need to put the other one on the other side, and he's a bit bigger. It's a bit of a chunky fella, this. So he'd need to go there. Don't know, what does it look like? No, that's not happening. Which is a shame, because I really like those. I've got flowers, too big. Oh, I've got a little baby squirrel. I didn't know I had him. I'd have made the pocket a little bit bigger if I'd known. He's cute, isn't he? I didn't even know I had him. I've got these 2 oak leaves. They're a bit dull, aren't they? Although they are acorns. And that's what squirrels eat. Although he's got a raspberry in his hand. But they do actually eat acorns. That might be quite nice. I'll leave that actually for a minute while I ponder. I've got this big group of the things that he's eating, but it kind of goes that way. No, that's not right. And then I'm into the label department. So, what does that say? Tree? Well, that's not inappropriate. Come on. I mean, tree, these are all trees. This is a tree. That looks all right to me. Actually, I quite like that. Yeah, I'm going with that. That's what I'm going to do. Right, I need to ink up some stuff, and I'm going to cut the corners off this label. There we go. Ink around this fussy cut. Is that it? Have I been round all of it? Don't know. Yeah, now I have, definitely. And I'm just going to ink around the edge of this. Just take that white paper away. There we go. Right. So the first thing that needs to go on is the lace. I think a bit of double-sided is probably the solution to that problem. Fabri-Tac or anything like that would do it equally as well. And, you know, because I'm a klutz, I'm going to do it this way with a tape measure ruler thing there. That way then I will at least get the ribbon straight. That's 1.25 inches. I think that'll be fine. Right. So let's see if we can get this square. It would be so good if we could. Just against the top of the ruler. Yeah, come on, you can do it. That's it. Lovely. Right, let's just make sure that's sticking. Lovely. Pick it off. A load of gunk on the end of my scalpel. And stick the ribbon down. This is really lovely and fine. I think that's the way it wants to go, I think. So I'm just going to, excuse me if my head's in the way, but I've kind of got to see what I'm doing. There we go, like that, I think. Let's have a look. Well, it's a bit like the Rocky Road to Dundee, but it's not too bad. It's going to have things stuck on it. So let's trim this off flush. And on the other side. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Happy with that. Then the acorns. Thought I'd lost them there, but haven't. That's the thing about doing several projects at once, because at the moment I'm doing the nature journal, I'm doing Edith, and I'm doing the Mariposa one. And I really have to put everything away at the end of each time, otherwise it would be too much even for me to work in that sort of 3 project problem. So does that go that way or that way? I think it goes up. Where do you think that goes, Mr. F?
Definitely that way.
That way. Okay. And I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to stick this on just because of that lace. And I haven't used this for quite some while, so it's going to take a while to drop down. There we go. So yeah, tomorrow we'll tidy up what still needs left to do in here, and then get it sewn in, and that will be the end of the journal at that stage. So I think, yeah, that's lovely. Just going to put the lid on my Fabri-Tac, because you know what happens if you don't. Disaster. It just erupts, doesn't it? It's awful stuff. So let's press this down good and firm. Oh, thinking about it, wasn't I going to put that underneath? Oh, it'll just go if I'm quick. Be quick! No, I'm alright, thank you. So right, let's see if we can slide this in a little way even. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really want it any further than that, because I want to, I want to be able to see that it says tree on it. Let's just check that's something like straight. Maybe needs to go up a touch there. I think that's alright. Yeah, okay. That's really nice. I really quite like that. I hope you do too. I hope you can see the acetate. That it, because it doesn't serve a purpose at all, really. It's just that it makes it look posh. I don't know how else to say it. It just elevates that squirrel somehow. So that's that, and the Edith Holden postcard will go in there, just the right fit. So when you're coming along through your journal, oh, look at that, a lovely Edith Holden postcard. So you pull it out, and lo and behold, there's Rusty sat behind it. I'm going to leave it out just now because I quite like him. Right, I've made a right muck up on this page, and it was not my intention to do anything to this page, but I think I'm going to have to do something to it. So, How does this fit into the journal? Let's have a look. Whoops, 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 whoops. I've got my ribbons stuck. So that's the owls. This is next to the owls, that way. So this is the back of this page, the waterfall page, which I really didn't want to do anything to because it's quite thick. I'll tell you what I think I might do. Where's our floating pocket hanging out? There it is. I'm going to take that floating pocket off there. I'm going to attach it to there, but I am actually going to stamp more of that text like I did here on that page. That's an easy get out, isn't it? I think that's the best solution without being too long-winded about it. Stay there, please.
You're saying nice things about your page.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know why I thought of it even. It just sort of came to me. And then I thought, oh yeah, that's quite a good idea. But then, like Mr. F said, why are you putting the acetate on? But do you agree now, Mr. F, it's done, that it looks quite nice?
I think it looks very nice.
Yeah, so it doesn't serve a purpose other than elevating the squirrel.
Looks like somebody's polished your squirrel.
Yeah. I'm not saying the obvious answer there. I'm just not saying it, okay? Right. So let's just put some... See, on this I've used green. So maybe I should use green and brown on this. Let's have a look. What did I use? Old paper? No. I think I used bundled sage. Maybe that's it there. Bundled sage. Excellent. So I'm just going to use a bit of this, hither and thither. And a bit of vintage photo, also hither and thither. So it should be relatively random where it comes out. I hope I've put enough ink on, otherwise now it will come out. Oh, and it's upside down. Don't know where the green's gone. Oh, is it? Oh, it's a little bit there. Okay, I'm relatively happy with that. Get off. I thought that was green down there. Yeah, it is. Right, I think that's okay. I've covered it. Now it doesn't look like a mistake. And this is going to go on, going to be floating on here, I think. It's a shame because it's on the back of that waterfall. Let's try it and see. Phew, doesn't really fit.
Why do you need that now you've stamped it?
Well, just because it looks a bit blank with nothing on it. I could just do a quick pocket and a tag. That might be the solution. Let's make a quick pocket and a tag. Quickly. Let's see what bits of card I've got cut out over here. That could be okay, that could be a pocket. What else have I got? Tag. Could be a pocket, could be a pocket, could be a pocket. Right, let's try those then. Are they wide enough? They are if I don't put I could just make a pocket in the middle of the page. Let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that. And then worry about it at a later date. Like 5 minutes time sort of thing. So just with that remnant, which measures 6 inches actually. Where's my score tool gone? Hello?
Jenny says, or a tummy tuck.
Yeah, you could do that either. Definitely, you definitely could. It's just these happen to be the remnants that I've got lying around. So, can you see a yellow scoring tool anywhere? Ah, here it is. Right under my nose. So I'm just going to fold in 1/2 inch on each side. And along the bottom? No, not along the bottom. Just enough to get a tag into it, that's all. Fold that over. Cut the top little V off. Let's see what it looks like on the page. Yeah, it looks fine. I think that looks fine. Okay. I've got lots of bits of paper around. Lots left over from that. Because this isn't going to be next to this. It's going to be in the front part of the journal. That's going to be in the back. So I could easily use that just to cover that. Where's my spare tags, did I say? Here they are. That's a bit thin, isn't it? Got anything thicker? No, they're all about that. But I have got these ones, or this one here. I don't know what they're doing kicking around my desk anyway. That one would work perfectly, that's great. Let's use that. So let's get this stuck down then. Do I need to ink it? Have I inked? I have inked everything else, you know. So I think I need to ink it.
It says the birds on the other side.
The birds.
I don't know what birds on the other side of what.
Oh, the tits. Yeah. Yeah, they might work, young, yeah.
And Jen says maybe the fox on the pocket.
I'll have a look and see. You might not be quite large enough. I mean, the pocket might not be quite large enough. Let's get this stuck on anyway. So I'm sticking it down relatively randomly, not at the bottom. That's my main thing, that I don't want it just stuck on the bottom. This is junk journaling on the fly because I really hadn't intended to do this page. But if you're a clumsy person like me, then you have to be prepared to put your mistakes right. There we go. Right, let's just get this out so I'll get it somewhere straight. I'm going to put it 1 3/4 inches up from the bottom for no other reason than I am. Did I put glue on the bottom? Did I heck? What's wrong with me? I bet you were shouting at me as well. Put glue on the bottom. No, forgot. Right, let's have a look at that. Stick down now, glue. Behave yourself. Yeah, that's all right, I think. I think that's fine. It looks all right. It'll look all right in the end. Maybe a little lower down would have been perfect, but that's fine. Right, where's my box of fussy cuts? Here we are. Let's see if the fox fits on there. Don't think he will, no. Miles too large. But the birds would, Kyung, you're quite right. Do they look a bit crushed on there? Would one just look better on its own? With a label. Have a look and see. There's a blue label. Stem, it says. It's not much to do with what we're doing. Woodland. Yeah, woodland, I can go with that. Heath. What else have I got here? Leaf. No, that's the blue section. Woodland, I think I could go with. Put him on there, do you think? If I put him on there, where did I put the other bird now? Where's it gone? Did I put it back in here? I don't think I did. Oh, I've got that little squirrel as well, don't forget. He would go on there quite nicely, wouldn't he? Oh yeah, quite like him. Yeah, quite like him. Forget about that because you won't see them together. I'm going to put the squirrel there. I'm going to do something else. How am I going to texture that without just stamping on it? Why do I need to texture it? I quite like it with nothing on. Where's my lace?
You could probably emboss it if you wanted.
It's stuck on the page now.
I probably couldn't emboss it.
No. That's not dark enough. Let's see what else I've got here. It's a bit darker, this one. I think that's alright. I quite like that. I just want to texture this somehow. What have I got that I can use? Let's just have a ferret through here and see if I've got any textury sort of things. I've got loads of those little flowers. But I don't know if it's the right place for flowers.
Have you got any bowling pins? Because he looks like he's 10-pin bowling.
Does he? I've got those little ones that are texture. No. Okay. I'm just going to stick some lace on. I'm going to stick a label on, as I normally do. And everything will be all right. I'll leave it plain because it's a contrast to the text and the background. I'm going to put this right along the edge. See, we were progressing so well, weren't we, when it was just one page we had to do. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness. Right, let's get that off. Got hair there or something. Something's stuck in it.
Squirrel hair.
Squirrel hair. Don't know what it is. Might be off the lace or something, I don't know. Anyway, let's put that square end right on there. Pop that along there. Lovely. Cut that off flush. There we go. Now we've got Cyril the squirrel. Yeah, I mean, I like him. Don't get confused with that. This is a page on its own. So yeah, I like him. Let's see if we've got a label. Yeah, there's the little bird. I'll put him back in here so I know where he is. Yeah, a label. What have we got? Tree, vegetation, stem, pollinate, heath, sapling, botanise, botany. I'll go with botany. Botanise is stretching it a bit. So I'll just ink around these. Bit of book text or something might have looked nice on there. Just as an idea. There we go. Right.
Jen wants to know where you got the labels from.
Tracy Fox, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Tracy. If you're looking for labels and you can't find a label in Tracy Fox's shop, you're not trying hard enough. Kathleen, that is so cute. Oh, thank you. My bank manager is in shock from craft buying this year. Invite him round for an evening soiree. He'll be fine. He'll come round. So, I want that there. I'm going to stick the squirrel on first and then slide that underneath. That's the plan. So as I can get it exactly where I want it. So I'm going to place this but not press it down. Get some glue on this fella. So I hope that none of you missed the unveiling of Peggy at the beginning of the live. I'll show you her again in case you missed her. She's worthy of her second outing. So I'm just going to lift that up and just pop that in under there, like that. Lovely. Now I can press it down with my Timmy towel, which after tomorrow's live is getting washed. He's sucked up quite enough glue for the time being. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice actually. I like that. Nothing wrong with that at all, in my humble opinion. Right, so if we were to make a journal card to go in here, I need to trim off a little bit. It might be quite nice if it was fairly squarish anyway. I'll do it with a guillotine because that little Fiskars one doesn't seem to like card at all. So this measures just like 4 inches. So I could make I'll do it at 5. See what happens, see what it looks like. I think that's just fine. That's just grand. So let's just, I'm going to round the corners, I think. Yeah, if I can find my corner rounder, that's what I'm going to do. But that might be easier said than done. Ah, here it is. Where it's supposed to be. It's quite thick, this card. I don't know what I was using it for, but I seem to have cut quite a lot of tags out of it, so glad to use them up. Right, there we go. So yeah, I mean that looks fine, doesn't it? So what am I going to put on this then? Well, I've still got, as Keom said, the birds. I quite like that on there. But I'm going to have to put something on it. I can't just have that, can I? No. No, I can't. What about this raspberry things? No, that's just a mishmash. That's pant. Let me ink round this and see if anything comes to mind. No, nothing is coming to mind.
Keung says she liked it.
Oh, thanks, Keung. You're so positive. I quite like just him. I don't see anything's wrong with just him. I have got another one though, haven't I? The other one's smaller, I believe. But where is he hanging about at? He's not in here. So he's got to be somewhere around. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, I don't know. Well, he's gone. He's gone walkabout. Right, what I'm seeing here on the table is this strip here. So if I was to put that down there, it would just take the plainness off it, wouldn't it? I quite like that. And just have him there. Yeah, quite like that. It's my sort of thing. Let's do that.
Jen says LOL on the floor.
Oh yeah. No, I can't see him. No, I can't see him. I don't know where he's gone.
You don't know? You had him out, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely had both of them. Right, so let's just stick this down onto here. It's gone missing for sure.
Jen says he flew away.
Yeah, I don't really blame him. Going to be stuck to a page forever and a day. Who would want that? Right, that's that. Let's just cut that off top and bottom. All this because I over-stamped, I'll remind you. So just be careful when it comes to stamping, because it can cost you a fair bit of time. Get off. It's not under there, is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened to it.
Journey Stone would ask him, do you know which book the Fussy Cuts were from?
Can somebody else help me out here? I had two sets. I had the Stamperia Woodland, I think, and I had the Fabrica Decoru. Can anybody help me out, please? I can't remember. I can't remember where they're from. What about putting another piece there?
It was a 12 by 12 pad that came
12
from,
by 12 pad, yeah. Now I've lost the existing. Oh, here he is. Oh, that's the other one, isn't it? So where's the other one now? There's a big one, isn't there, around somewhere that I've been messing around with. Oh, heaven's sake.
Under your blue mat.
Drives you to destruction. Ah, there he is. Well done, Mr. F. So I could have him, or I could have him. And I quite like that. I quite like the fact he's sort of on a...
Kyung says the Forest Stamperia pad.
Thanks so much, Kyung. Thank you so very much.
Good job somebody pays attention.
It really is. See, I want this to show when it's in there, so I'm just going to bring that up a little bit. To there, what do you think?
Shaz says bye, she's got to go.
Alright, my love, thanks for watching. Yeah, I quite like that. So I'm going to put some glue on it. I quite like that side better, so I'll use that. Where did I have it? About there. Somewhere like there. Let's just check and see if it looks straight. Yeah, it actually does. So I'll just snip that off. Get my Timmy towel into action and just press those down. Wipe up any extraneous glue. Yeah, that looks lovely on there. He looks great. He's been waiting for that position all his life. Let's hope we can see him when he's in the pocket, but at least we know he's there anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean the Stamperia pad, I think there's only 10 double-sided pages in it, but it seemed to have gone quite a long way.
Young says it reminds her of looking out the window at the birds.
Yeah. We sometimes get some quite exotic visitors to our garden. Not like toucans and things like that. I'll just say that straight up.
Ostrich.
Ostriches, yeah, no. But exotic for this part of the world, because we are quite north. We're quite northerly. And, you know, it's temperate, but it is chilly. But not that long ago we looked out and there was 2 giant woodpecker chicks in the garden, which was brilliant. I loved them, loved seeing them. Put the thing back in your die cuts. Right, this needs a bit of something more. And you know what it's going to get? Bit of text. That's what it's going to get. I should have done that before I did this, but I don't think it would get round to needing it. Don't really want it on the bird's head. Yeah, this is helping. Apart from the fact it's upside down, it's really helping. Sounds a bad. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Which is the wet bit now? That bit. Yeah, this is assisting in bringing it all together. Yeah, that's fine. I don't dislike that at all. Doesn't look like a botched job in any way, shape or form. It doesn't need a ribbon or anything because it is a journaling card. Let's pop that out the way. Let's just make sure that it fits. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. Excellent, so let's put these. Do you think I should put some text on there? No, I've got text mad. Enough, step away from the text. Let's pop this back into the journal then, with his pocket that he was never intended to have, but that's all right. Quite like that page now, looks all right, doesn't it? And then on the other side, we've got old Cyril McSquirrel. Very nice, I like him. So there you go, guys. I can do no more for you. I've tried my hardest. We've had a few accidents along the way and a few hiccups and whatever. But all in all, I think it's okay. I really do like him. So all I can say is thank you very, very much for joining me once again. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Same back channel. So behave yourselves till then. Bye everyone.
Bye, take care, see you soon, be safe.